The Black Hills National Cemetery in Sturgis has stood as a symbol for fallen veterans who sacrificed their lives for their country. However, there are concerns over trash and equipment that's piling up on the southwest side of the cemetery. Brian Savage has more on the issues brought up by a cemetery visitor and how the cemetery is handling it.
Over the past few years, problems have been raised by the public regarding an increase in spare parts and junk that have been piled up along a fence that faces the southwest side of the cemetery. This has rubbed visitor Karen Foss the wrong way, as the materials are only a few feet away from the graves of her loved ones and others. Foss says she's a frequent visitor of the cemetery, and every time she visits, the pile appears to increase.
I come here quite frequently, at least 3 or 4 times a year, and every time I come, it's an increasingly large pile, and I hate it. I hate feeling like I left my family in a dump.
Foss believes the party responsible for this issue lives on the property on the other side of the fence from the cemetery. She says that the cemetery reached out to the owners of the house, but she says the owners were not willing to comment. No one answered when we knocked on the door of the house. In a written statement from Black Hills National Cemetery Director Aaron Isom, he says Black Hills National Cemetery is aware of the parents' concerns raised by a cemetery visitor. However, the adjacent property is not part of the cemetery nor federally owned, but is visible from the southwest portion of the cemetery grounds. We will continue to ensure open dialogue and maintain good relations with our neighbors as we strive toward maintaining a professional cemetery appearance. Foss says that the cemetery should do everything they can to minimize the issue, yet it is unclear of how far they can get involved due to legal issues. She added that she wishes the property owners took a moment and put themselves in her shoes.
I just wish this person would have some empathy for the people who come here to mourn their family. I'm sure you wouldn't want me walking my dog on your mother's grave.
Foss is hopeful that this concern can be resolved sooner than later and be able to visit her loved ones without having to see the pile. Reporting for Coded Territory News, I'm Brian Savage.